Good morning, video one. Today is the day when you need to make sure you have your storyboard and shot list done. And so I'm going to talk to you about that really quickly. Last time you had about a 15-minute video. This one should be shorter because I'm basically going to be pointing you to some links that you're going to need. So first off, today, your scripts for most of you, well, actually for one group I kind of saw it. I want to be able to look at it one more time today. The other group, that would be Nate and Isaac, I need to see yours. That one, when you're done with the script, so you're going to be needing it to be writing up your storyboard and your shot list, but when you're done with that, when you're not using it, you should store it in one of your folders. I'll be using that and grading it as part of your grading period grade, so that your shot list and your storyboards all will end up needing to be in your folder for the end of the unit. So that's kind of what's going on up here. It says when you're done with it, please put it in your folder. Today, a couple of items. I wanted to remind you about wide, medium, and tight. If you go and click on this link in the announcements, you're going to see it's going to take you to this right here. With this one, you can read through the text. That's fine. Most of what I want you to do is take a look at the videos. One of them, this one down here, it's great, simple, easy. It's 3 minutes. You could probably just go through it really quickly. The others are good to know about. If you're still having issues about what wide, medium, and tight are, this is definitely going to be giving you that information. So this is the video for that. Again, you'd be clicking here to get to that. And again, if you have questions, you let me know. Make sure that at least half of your shots are close-ups or tight shots. Those are the same thing, they're interchangeable terms. When we're doing this, we're basically doing it for a smaller screen. It's not going to be going up on a theater-sized screen, so we need to have a lot of those close-ups. Also think about angles and perspective as well. You'll see if you click on that, you're going to be getting to a place that just kind of talks about it, but this is like really high angle ones. Those are called bird's eye. They're for worm's eye angle. Those are really low angle. You can have some eye level, you can have some other types, but it's really important to think about once in a while throwing in one that doesn't have the same angle as others, different perspectives. Okay, so just review that if you need to. And I have talked about it previously. I also talked to you last time about storyboards and shot lists. If you did not get that information, there is the video from last time to watch. You also could click on this right here. It's going to be taking you to this link right here. So I had a couple of you ask me more questions about storyboards. If you need more information about those, and basically you're just drawing what's going to be on the screen on your storyboard. But if you go through here, it'll show you much better versions than me sitting through it and kind of drawing it out for you, which might get kind of boring. And I'm not that good of an artist, so this will be prettier at least. Remember, I don't expect you to do anything really crazy for your artistic creativity. That's something you'll be doing on film. But make sure that you're taking a look at this. This is only 1 minute and 4 seconds. And that's if you are still unclear about shot lists. Right here is a link to the Google Doc to create a shot list. Remember, you should be doing both. The storyboard is all about how visually it's going to be represented on the screen, but then the shot list makes sure that you get each of your shots. So just make sure you do that. Again, when you click on that, you'll be getting this document right here. This document has you write in what the video is going to look like. So you're putting in something like "see you," I hope. And then maybe you'll put in, I don't know, main character's face looking upset. So it might be as simple that whatever the audio would be, so if there's dialogue here, you'd throw that in there, and then how long this shot should be. This is really going to help you. Remember, this has to be between 2 and 4 minutes. Count out how many seconds all this stuff is going to take. I'd probably try to get into the 3-minute mark just so that you have an idea, or you're in the middle there.
Gavin Gerard, to the office window, please. Gavin Gerard.
The next part here, it says stay within the 2 to 4 minute time frame. Now, filming. These are some new things, okay? Remember, I need you to be steady with that tripod, okay, or that camera. We don't want to see a lot of shakiness unless it's purposeful, and most of the time it's not. It needs to be in focus. I see too much stuff that's not in focus. It needs to be well exposed, so not too dark. In fact, I don't know if you know this, but quite often when somebody goes out and does what looks like a night scene, so it looks darker, like it's happening at night, quite often they actually shoot those during the day and then they edit it so that it looks darker. That's possible. So make sure it's well exposed and then it's well framed. The framing, again, you can take a look at the link that was up here, and that kind of talks about framing too if you take a look at the third video or the second video. Alright, one thing I do want you to look at is the 180-degree rule. If you click on this right here, it'll take you to this. This isn't too terribly long, about 2 minutes right here, but it talks about what the 180-degree rule is. That kind of fits in with the continuity errors. You want to make sure that you definitely follow this 180-degree rule, so I'm going to have you play that, okay, after I'm done with this. And then the continuity errors, this one's interesting. I'm actually going to take you to it, so you're going to click on it, you'll watch the whole video, but I want you to look at this really closely. Now, I did have it in the right spot.
Where are you really employed? Have you heard of Super Huge Company? I do QA there.
Okay, so right now do you see that can? It's down in this area. It's a Coke can, right?
Oh, okay, excellent. Well, why are you looking for a change? I need more money.
What kind of can is that now?
I need help kickstarting my startup. Startups on Kickstarter. And that's
So
all.
it switches back and forth, and if you watch the video a little bit closer, sometimes it's going to be a Coke can and sometimes it's going to be a Canada Dry can. So obviously there's a problem there. When it was filming, things changed on the set and nobody paid attention to the difference in the can, and it can be kind of like irritating or funny to people when you don't intend it to be. Also notice right here, they're playing around and there is a big flame that's right over there. So something's wrong there. There's lots of other things that are wrong continuity-wise. I do want you to read through this information here, and then I want you to just take a look at the video. I actually think it'd be easier, not easier, probably better, to read through the information right here and this. It's not crazy a lot. And then watch through this to look for the mistakes. It's kind of fun. Alright, so remember, filming should be taking place by Friday next week. Today is when you have to have your storyboard and shot list done. After that, so basically next week, Tuesday and Thursday, that's when I'm going to see editing. This will be due on the Monday after that. So if we're looking at dates here, today's the 20th, you have until the 24th to film. You're going to be editing on the 28th and the 30th, and then the video itself is due on April 4th. Okay? So I hope you have a good block, and if you have questions, please let me know. But make sure that you've actually watched through this video and you've looked at the links that I've given you. I know last class period I definitely had people who didn't watch the video, and I really think that it would make a whole lot more sense for you to do that, to watch through this and then ask the questions. Otherwise, it just doesn't work out the best way that it could.